It is important for the entire ventilation team to stay on the sounded purlin and monitor the conditions of the smoke indicator holes. This will help provide for firefighter safety. The lead hook directs the lead saw to cut a heat hole using the 5-cut center rafter louver method. When all 5 cuts are complete, the result will be an approximately 4-foot by 4-foot square of roof resting on a center rafter. The lead saw moves away from the first hole and cuts another 5-cut center rafter louver using the same technique. Once the 5 cuts have been made, the lead hook will louver the panel. The ventilation team splits into 2 teams of 1 hook and 1 saw and walks 2 separate purlins. The lead hook and lead saw walk the purlin closest to the fire. The second hook and saw walk the next purlin. Each team member stays on their respective purlin, which puts them 8 feet apart. The second hook and saw stay slightly behind the lead hook and saw. The lead hook calls for a smoke indicator hole to be cut by the lead saw on the fire side of the purlin. Once the lead hook determines where the team will stop, the ventilation team prepares to cut a heat hole. The lead hook directs the lead saw and second saw to cut a heat hole using the 5-cut center rafter louver method. Working together, both the lead saw and the second saw cut a 5-cut center rafter louver. The lead saw performs cuts number 1 and number 3. The second saw performs cuts number 2 and number 4. And both saws perform respective parts of cut number 5. The 2 saw operators move away from the first hole and cut another 5-cut center rafter louver using the same 2 saw method. Once both heat holes are complete, the lead hook louvers each heat hole, pushing down on the side closest to the purlin to direct the smoke, heat, and fire away from the ventilation team members. Wind direction dictates which side of the louver will get pushed down. The company officer directs the lead hook to sound back towards the initial roof staging area. Once the ventilation team is a safe distance away, approximately 3 to 4 smoke indicator holes, the ventilation team should look back and evaluate the effectiveness of the heat hole. If the heat hole is pressurized or being overrun by fire, the ventilation team should consider dropping back to a safe location and begin cutting more heat holes or a wall-to-wall defensive ventilation strip. Note, the company officer must confirm with the incident commander and request additional resources prior to starting a defensive ventilation strip operation.